Hello, creatives. Thank you for dropping by. Before we get started, please hit that notification bell. Don't forget to like and share. If you're getting something out of these short thoughts, I would really appreciate it, and it would help us grow. Our goal is to hit at least 1,000 and then build from there. So help us get there. Share the video as much as you can. I would really appreciate it. Today's thought is an interesting one. So back during the time of Rome, when generals would come back from battle, they would have a celebration parade, and they would go through the middle of Rome, through the city, and people would give them adulation. They would be cheering them. They would be saying, "Oh my God, you're amazing! You're incredible!" And the general would be basking in all this praise. Beside him, in his ear, next to him, and whispering in his ear, would be someone saying, "Memento Mori." Now, what does that mean? It means remember, you will die. Now, that's not morbid. It's not like he was telling him, okay, you're going to die soon. But basically, what that person was tasked with doing was grounding the general. Yes, you got all this praise. Yes, you're amazing in battle. Yes, you led the troops to beating the enemy. But don't forget, one day, all of this won't mean anything. You're going to die. And what that would do for the general is it would keep the general humble, grounded, and aware of the fact that we're only human. And at one point, you get older. At one point, you get weaker. At one point, it's your last day. What does that mean for us? Okay, well, life it becomes more meaningful when you realize that one day it ends. And it's not a morbid video. It's not a morbid concept. It's just I want you. It's hard to explain because sometimes we take it for granted, especially when we're much younger in our teens and early 20s. We think we're immortal and we're going to live forever. As we get older, you start realizing, you know what? I got to appreciate the days that I have because they don't just go on forever and ever and ever. At some point, they end. And, memento mori. Remember, one day, it's it. It's over. So, what are you doing with the time that you have? Think about this. I had this one person really brought this home for me and said, sometimes we like to think in abstracts. We like to think in vague terms. But let's make it a little more concrete. How many more summers do you have? How many more springs? How many more falls? How many more winters? Like actually number. How many? How many more do you think you have? I don't need to answer it for you, but I want you to take this as a thought experiment for you today. How many more summers do you have? Because we're in summer right now. It's beautiful. The weather's great. The sun is out. Fantastic. How many more of these do you have? 10, 20, 30? You think you have 30 summers left? Summers, the seasons. How many of those do you have left? And when you start seeing life like that, you start realizing, you know what, I need to start doing things with my life. I need to start getting on it. I need to start making the most of the time that I have. I can't stop fooling. I can't start fooling or I can't waste time. I have things to do. Now this doesn't mean you don't take time to rest and enjoy what you have. But you also have to be aware somewhere in the back of your mind, hopefully, that thought is present, that it's not unlimited. You got to enjoy the time that you have. Yes, you got to rest when you can because your body does get tired. But you also have to be aware that it's limited. The time that you have is limited. And we have a tendency as humans that if it's not dire in the moment, then we just don't really pay attention to it. But if you operate from the point of view of one day I'm not here and I got to do as much as I can while I'm here, and not only just for me, but for my family, for my kids, I got to do something for them too. Like, because one day I'm just going to be a memory. I'm going to be a picture on the wall or somewhere. And so I don't want you to take this as a sad or a morbid thought. I want you to take it as a kick in the pants thought, something that's going to make you say, okay, I'm going to do something. That project that I've been putting off, I'm going to get on it. That idea that I wanted to run with, you know what? Today is the day to get started with it, because you only really have today. Okay? So I want you to take that thought, take that concept, run with it. Because remember, whispering in your ear, Memento Mori. One day, remember, you will die. And so you only have right now, today. Go get it done. Make the most of this day, grab it, and attack life today. Don't just wait, watch it pass you by. And above all, be uncommon. Have a great day. See you next time.